Something Woke Me Up Last Night by Suggestive Digestive. I'm the kind of person who really values good rest. I sleep well, 7 to 8 hours a night in pure darkness and silence. Once I drift off to sleep, which never takes long, I'm not easily woken until I've gotten my full quota of Z's. That's why last night was so strange. I had gone to bed at the usual time and gotten off to sleep as usual. After a tiring but not unusual day at work, everything was boring as normal. However, sometime in the night, in the pitch black, I shot awake in a panic. I don't remember hearing anything, but in that moment, I was aware of someone calling my name, asking me to wake up. Despite not hearing it, I was certain the voice was coming from my blanket box. Weird. I'm normally a total coward, and my knee-jerk reaction would be to pull up the covers over my head and get back to sleep. But last night, something compelled me to open the bedding box. I was overcome with such a feeling of dread. As I reached for the lid, I didn't want to open it, but I couldn't stop myself. It seemed to take forever to reach the tiny distance between my bed and the box, but when I did, I was certain someone was watching me from the far corner of the room, behind me. In the dark corner, I couldn't see anyone, but my bedroom door was ajar. I never leave it open. I never ever leave it open. I should have known then to get back into bed and force myself to go to sleep. Instead, I turned back to the box. As I opened it, the dread feeling intensified so much it almost became adrenaline. But there was nothing in there but towels and blankets. Behind me, I heard a swoosh and turned to find the bedroom door wide open. Still inexplicably and uncharacteristically curious, I crept to the door and stood in the doorway staring down the dark hallway. The 3 other hallway doors were closed. Slowly, I reached out and flicked on the hallway light and sidled along the wall until I could get a good look downstairs. If it was a burglar, I didn't want them to see me first. Coming to my senses, I started to wish I'd simply stayed in bed, but peered around to see if I could see anyone downstairs. It was far too dark. The hallway light illuminated only about 4 stairs down. The rest was swallowed in darkness. But I could hear something, maybe breathing, maybe the house settling, maybe just my imagination. I strained my ears. Something was definitely making a noise. Probably the heating. It's an old house. I stood there for a moment, almost sniggering at myself for being so silly. When I glanced at one of the bedroom doors, there were deep, rigid claw marks in them, like a large cat had spent years grumpily scratching for access. Then I heard it again, a low hiss. Wake up. Hearing it with clarity, something in me snapped. I turned to run back to the room. Behind me, I heard something thundering up the stairs, faster than any human could go. As I turned to slam the bedroom door, I saw it. Darker than a shadow, small and skinny, but somehow huge and muscular too. I couldn't fully understand what I was seeing, or whether I was actually seeing anything. Only that I should be utterly terrified of it, whatever it was. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! It was repeating in an angry whisper. I shot into my bed and pulled the covers over my head, hearing the creature scratch at the door, whispering, "Wake up," every few minutes. I lay panting, maybe crying a little, too scared to even grab my phone from the bedside cabinet to text for help. Eventually, I fell back to sleep, no doubt exhausted from the experience. I woke up this morning with the covers still over my head, and after a few moments of adjusting my thoughts, I chuckled to myself as I threw off the covers. What a wild nightmare. Then I noticed the bedding box lid was still wide open.